I mean, I'm just going to minimize the amount of like situations and everything just becomes a juggle instead. No platform pressure to be found. Game number 1 of Elimination side quarterfinals here. And Neeze opening off so aggressively, but Pavelski on the gauntlets is menacing. Aggressive, constantly going in through those kinds of edge guards. You have to be like on your toes at all times.
Yeah, Neeze stuffing those approaches with the blasters. This is an interesting matchup. I actually think that out of all of the matchups that I think have a little bit of a disparity in Brawlhalla, I would say gauntlets do pretty well against blasters because all of their light attacks are really built quite nicely to get into the dead zone against blasters. So I would see Neeze, at least when he's playing in that particular matchup, opting to switch over to the guitars to at least get him off of it. Now the blasters are doing great unarmed. Gravity Cancel Sidelight does not connect, but that dashback Sair.
Oh my god, Neeze just committing all the way off stage, looking for that side. Neeze did not let go. Neeze wanted that KO so bad.
You know, the recovery was funny because if he didn't hit, I think he just lost his stock. Like, he wasn't going to make it back unless the recovery came through. So that was that much confidence coming out from him. And then the side hitting. Oh, Pavelski fading back with 2 attempts with the grasp there. Trying to get that down tick to connect. Get him off the top of the stage. Falling there. Hey, hit.
Unless you like really heavily read an option from your opponent, it's just not connecting that often, is it?
You talking about the down sig?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't even connect in 2s. And there's team combos in there. So I don't know what he's thinking. He's just kind of like, whoa. It's a cool sounding move.
It's a funny button, isn't it?
It looks really neat. And the longer you hold it, the further the hand goes out, right? So it's just like fun. D-Light recovery, though, a lot more fun when it comes to winning, I think. So I'm glad that he used that one. Evens it up 2-2. Oh, gravity wake up D-Light ground pound. So good coming out from Neeze. Dash jump pivot dare. Tries to get 2 dairs in a row. And that down sig punished quite quickly by that nair from Pavelski.
Okay, Pavelski trying to get something started. Really not able to find that immediate follow-up with the neutraler. And just such a good punish on Neeze committing to that signature offstage. Pavelski making it back on, looking for this down. This is basically, it feels like an even game at this point.
Yeah, down stick comes through. It's just going to be who gets their crazy signature open first. Pavelski on the side of the stage is at risk of getting hit by another down sig. Falling nair is not going to hit, and the down air, because it wasn't pivoted, gets interrupted by the down air recovery. Gravity cancel downlight just jumped out of the way. Pavelski wants nothing to do with that scenario. Sidelight comes through. D-Light recovery. Not going to knock out just yet, but it's a good amount of damage, and he gets him to the state where he could possibly get another one. Oh, he downlights the wrong way, and Neeze just picks him from behind. You can do like a, if you jump, fast fall, recovery right before you hit the ground, you can pick players up that are grounded with Blaster's recovery, and it's a really great knockout tool when they're just damaged enough to do it. Wow, that ground pound was weird. I wonder if he meant to dash land downlight or dash land something. Whatever the case is, Pavelski might be evening this up pretty quickly.
Yeah, nice little weapon toss, able to get that downlight, and that is going to be the recovery. Beautiful stuff. Cleaning up that stock and now taking it down to 1 stock apiece.
So who's going to SD first? Take your bets, Twitch chat. It's going to be one of them. I don't know who it is, but they're going to go off stage here. Pavelski's going to see it. He's going to see red. Oh, sidelight goes through. So far, so good. Downlight recovery puts him off the side of the stage. Actually, this is just really great. Blasters play. D-Light recovery again.
That chase
gets it off the top.
Amazing.
Wow. Okay. Calls out Neeze, and just like that, it's a 0 to knockout off the top. And Pavelski, in quick fashion, takes game 1 over Neeze.
I'm so sad it's like always like the last stocks that are in like the replay so that we don't get like too much time to talk about it going into the next game. But that chase dodge was crazy.
We might get to it. They're taking some time. Neeze is kind of like, do I really want to go to Demon Island again? And the answer is no. Go to Brawlhaven. Pick Vrax. Do it, Neeze. D-Light recovery. Into the nair D-Light recovery. Oh, and he waited out a little bit.
You don't expect that kind of a cross-up in that position, do you?
He chase dodged way beyond the position where the recovery should have came out, and then he just did a delayed recovery and Neeze wasn't ready for it. And that was really interesting that happened. And I think that caught me, it caught you, and it caught Neeze off guard. And it ended up leading to
just puts yourself in a position
winning.
where you're able to cover something else slightly differently with a slightly different timing.
That's a good point. And it just happened when he saw what Neeze did. He was like, oh, I guess I'll just win the game. Oh, the grab out hits as he goes in.
Side hitbox, that was so well spaced. Pavelski opening off with an incredible lead.
Want to highlight even harder that the only reason why that happened was because Pavelski released. Oh wait, oh god, look at this. Side air chase dodge down air. Down air again. Goes for the second down air. I want to talk about that ground pound so bad, but Pavelski won't stop playing the game so good. What the
Pavelski, stop!
Stop it, Pavelski!
Let us talk, I'm begging you.
Oh, finally Neeze hits a neutral in the air. We'll talk about when the replays come up. It's already too long, too gone. Down air, downlight into side air comes through. Pavelski downlight recovery. Is that going to be the stock? It is. Holy cow, Dara. Pavelski's like, might be the best player in the world. What is going on?
Pavelski just flipped that switch. I don't know how much else there is to say other than like everything that Pavelski is going for is connecting and Neeze is thrown off guard. That was a really good side here to punish that GCD light.
Oh, he gets it! The dare comes through and he gets the 3! The JV3 stuffs the recovery with the side air. It was a 276 damage of 146 damage game. What? All right, well, you might as well just show the entire game in the replay. All right, here we go. So this ground pound he releases before he hits the ground so that he gets the blast.
Wow.
You have to release the ground pound before you touch
good.
the ground to get it on the fade in. And that's why that was actually like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
The timing into proximity to the ground was like spot on.
Yeah, and he got it to where it hit a little bit off stage as well. Pavelski is playing on another level right now. And this, on the dive kick, getting the recovery, the dare didn't even have to hit because of how small Demon Island walls are, and Neeze is now panicking onto Wushang over here.
I don't know about that down. Ultimately, like, you know, if it connected, it got the stock. If it didn't, well, you look like that. You look a little silly.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Neeze was just like trying to go for something desperate there because of the situation. Wasn't really thinking about it, and now he swapped over to a pick that I'd expect from Godly, but it's Aang coming out here in game number 3. Epic crossover for Wushang, so we're going to have Spear and Gauntlets coming through here. And Pavelski is unstoppable. This is incredible. It's been all on the blasters so far, and I would almost say that this cross pick is just for the stats that Cross has over the signature kit, because outside of the few down sticks that we saw in game number 1, it's just been all blasters.
Let's see how it plays out. Pavelski, yeah, that's going to be the follow-up. The times that Pavelski is landing the D-Lights, they're just converting it to so much damage and like consistent KOs, right? And already opening off here on the next stock, Neeze not able to pick up that weapon up until now. A little bit too high up. You have to fall through that GCD lights for it to connect.
What a mix-up there. Going for the pivot ground pound, actually, after the double D-light, knowing that the dodge was gone and wanting to get off stage. Didn't want to go for the recovery there, I suppose. Down stick catches him branding right on top of his head. And evens up the stocks 2-2 there. You know, out of all the picks that I would expect Neeze to bring out, the Wushang was not one. But it's doing pretty okay at stopping the pressure for Pavelski. And moments like these are just kind of like, wow, Pavelski actually outblasted Neeze to where he went off the weapon. I can't believe I'm saying that. Dare and light comes through, and Pavelski's still cooking on the weapon. Look at this. Weapon throw forward, pick up sidelight, doesn't get the recovery. Oh my goodness. That was so close.
Okay, really huge side stick there. Just a nice little get off me option, setting up this offstage situation, but then you press that. Ooh,
wait, what?
What are they doing offstage? What are they doing offstage? Both of you, relax. Okay, the probably resets the situation. The most, like, chill option that we've had thus far.
Oh, and then he ends with a D-Light recovery on blasters. Okay, catches Neeze jumping off stage. Pavelski ducks right underneath it, and now Neeze is on tournament stock. Neeze could be out at 5th place here to
Look at the way that
Pavelski.
Pavelski's just controlling the ground space, like with all of those different downers. Neeze has gotten hit by so many of them. How do you make it back on?
Trying to cancel headlights. That was something.
That was an option.
Last stock orange. I'm just gonna poke you with my end light and then make it back. Goes for the pogo. Weapon throw forces the dodge. D-Light ground pound. That'll do it. Neeze 1 stock to 1 now. And as much as I was laughing about it, I think it really threw Pavelski off his game. He's just kind of like, who does that? I can imagine him like literally like saying that while playing the game.
It does psychological damage at the end of the day. It quite literally pokes you in a little bit.
Yeah. You get the... How often do you get end-lighted into a wall in this game either? Oh, and there comes through. No dodge. That's it. Weapon throw. No. Okay, can he get it? D-Light. Dodge comes back. Doesn't go for the edge guard. Now he's fighting on arm stare. He has to get his jumps back. He's sweating. Wall slip activates.
But then Pavelski didn't actually find the punish on it. That's the D-Light, that's the recovery, that's the stock. It's going to be a 3-0. And what was...
I told you this happens between Neeze and Pavelski, right? I just didn't think it would be so... It'd be so anticlimactic. That was
not the, you know, hilarious
like goes
SD that we were
He has
for.
Pavelski's dodge. So Pavelski wastes the dodge with the gravity cancel down light.